Hey everyone, I'm back with another video. I just did a video on the update of the liquid fast. Me and my husband, we are on day 9, and I wanted to come back because there was this video, well, actually this documentary that I watched on Netflix last week. It's called Holy Hell, and I was just like, what the F? Like, I was disturbed and intrigued at the same time. Like, the documentary is pretty much about a cult and how this guy was able to manipulate people, and it just it was sad at the same time. It was just like disturbing, and it's just you just gotta watch that if you got Netflix, or if you just want to Google, just Google holy hell if you don't have Netflix, so you can just find out more information about this, because this is like OMG. Um, but the reality of it is that this happens probably all across the world, all across the US. That's why to me it's so important to be amongst people that have your best interests at heart, that are supportive of you and your dreams and your aspirations, that want the best for you, that inspire you, but also are honest with you. I just feel like that's important. That's important for me to have in my life. And it just makes me think about like what people, the purpose of community, and how some people may feel alone or feel like they can't relate to some people in their family. Like for me, example, like I come from, me being just me eating different from my family can sometimes, because a lot of times people, they celebrate things through food. They celebrate or they socialize through food. And when you don't eat this like your family do, that can sometimes create in your mind a separation when that really isn't there. Or just your journey in life is just, you're just on a different path of life, and you may feel like you can't relate to your family or whatever like that. So it's easy to get in that trap of it's easy to fall in that trap um feeling alienated or alone. And then when you finally see a group or a group of people or somebody that seem to have the same type of values or whatever like that, it seems like that. But then as time progresses, it comes like dysfunction, like in this cult. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know for me, that's why when I embarked on my journey of self discovery, that I really honed in on personal development and self development, and being, confident in myself, and, you know, being self assured, having self esteem, and standing on my own 2 feet, and recognizing that I'm okay, that I can stand on my own 2 feet, and that I can be okay. Because what ends up happening is, um, when you don't believe that you're okay, when you don't feel like you can stand on your own 2 feet, when you feel like you need other people in order to survive. And don't get me wrong, I do believe that we need each other. Like, we are all connected to each other as a whole. However, I do also know that it's important to have a certain level of independence, to have a certain level of self confidence, self esteem, to think highly of yourself, so that you can fill yourself up with love and fill yourself up with abundance and gratitude, so that when you are in a position where you can give so freely, you can be so generous. That's why it's so important for me to make sure that I'm okay first, first and foremost, and that I am connected to and that I have a special relationship with the divine within me, and that I make sure that I'm okay, so that I can, be able to give of myself freely to whoever I am meant to impact, or to, support in any way or capacity. However, if I was coming from a space of dependency or of need, then it can become very unhealthy. And this is what has happened. That's what happened in that cult. And that is something that's why I say it's a fine line between a community and then having a dysfunctional group of people coming together, trying to have what they call a community. It's not a community if people cannot truly be their authentic selves. It's not truly a community if a person cannot stand and be confident in who they are and feel like they have to have this person around them or need this person around them or need these group of people around them in order to feel whole. Just like in a marriage, it's two whole people coming together to have a partnership and a commitment to each other. When you have a community, to me, it's important for whole people who are, I'm not saying perfect, I'm not saying gotta have all their ish together, but have some level of esteem, some level of, of just, a fullness within you. It's just important, and that's why it's so important for me to make sure that I have a spiritual foundation, have a special relationship with myself, have a relationship with the divine, and really take the time to be still, to be silent, to commune, to pray, you know what I'm saying? To just be in the moment. And not saying that you have to do those things in order to be one and to have bliss. However, in this society and where I live, especially being being where I live where I live, there's a lot of brick and concrete and all that stuff. It's important for me to have those rituals, to to pray every day. You know what I'm saying? To pray with my husband, to write in my journal, to allow myself to listen to the messages that come within me, to make sure that I'm eating foods that are of the most highest frequency, to make sure that I listen to my feelings, to acknowledge my feelings, you know what I'm saying? All of those things are important to me. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. However, I'm always going to strive to be the best me that I can be. That's why it's important for me to know who I am and to have a voice and to and to stand up and to speak up for myself and to be authentic and true when it comes to things that come out of my mouth, and to be honest. And I can honestly say that I have been very when it comes to expressing myself, there has been times where I have not really expressed myself fully, and held things in. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's not being honorable to myself, not speaking up for myself, not voicing my opinions. I feel like there's a time and a place. However, I'm not being real to myself and to anybody else if I'm not being authentic and having some level of integrity. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just really passionate about this subject because it was very disheartening watching that. That really I was very that really moved me in a way that was just like, yo, because there, I always there's goodness in everything and in everyone. Everyone has a level of everyone is a representation of God in some way, and so some way in my eyes. I know that not everybody believes in God, but there's a level of loving essence of beauty in everyone. You know what I'm saying? I do agree with that. However, there are people out there based on their experiences, based off of their how they grew up, based off of what they've learned, that they have used a way to manipulate and to control people in a way that is not healthy. And then you have those people that, that are easily influenced by that. Let's just put it like that. And that's why it's so important to really develop a relationship. It's important for me to have a personal, true relationship with myself and just to be spiritually grounded so that I can listen to and trust my intuition. Because on this documentary, people said that they felt something was wrong and they ignored their intuition. And to me, it's like, when I ignore my intuition, to me, that's disobeying. That's like disobeying myself, disobeying the divine. Like, when you're given signs, take it. When I'm given signs, I should take it. When I'm given signs, I need to take it, and just trusting my choice. The third chakra, which is the power within, the self-esteem, the self-confidence, like, it's real, you know? And that's all that I have to say about that, because I can really go in. But that's just, I just really encourage people to watch that video if you have a chance. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.